Groovy. Hey, I'm the remains of a retarded hamster from hell reviewing shit who stole a line from Evil Dead and... Fuck, I can't even go 2 episodes. Hold on. Hey. Whoa, Jesus fucking Christ. Quiet down. Holy shit. Alright, what was that?
Oh yeah, shit, sorry. Anyways, I think you should do,
Fuck, put the microphone at least a foot away from your mouth. Thank you.
Anyways, I think you should do Wii music this episode.
I'm not doing that again.
Fine, Action 52?
That's not something I'll ever do.
That one NES version of Afterburner?
Afterburner on NES? Yeah, sure, what the fuck, why not?
Rainbow Six 3?
You know, Sega, the guys who made Sonic, Streets of Rage, Hang On, Shinobi, shit like that. However, my personal favorite Sega game has got to be Afterburner. A super extreme fucking hard as shit shooter with hardware scaling that had a cabinet so big it costed But you may question on how they translated such a technologically impressive arcade game to the NES. Well, let's find out. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, this game ain't no looker, that's for damn sure. Looks worse than fucking pole position on the Atari 2600. And because of how it looks poor, enemy projectiles are barely visible, which can mean... Also, there's barely any variety in each stage aside from just being green here, orange here, blue here, fucking clouds here. The game doesn't look that good. The bonus stages look decent, however, since there's none of that border shit you'd see with background tiles in this style. The gameplay as well is just... meh. Controls are responsive and the game does run well, although the animation is a little bit choppy. There is a large problem in the gameplay though, the missile graphics and the hitboxes. Let's start off with the missile graphics. They're tuned a bit oddly. Missile graphics that are small hit you, yet at a normal size that makes sense to kill you, are behind you. What the fuck? It's incredibly disorienting when this happens and has caused many deaths. As well as your hitbox is fucking colossal size, like I mean hilariously huge. It's this fucking sky shark big. Another thing contributing to the already brutal game is no continues. Like really hard games like Battletoads and Ninja Gaiden 3 at least had the decency to give you continues, although being limited. Here you die 3 times, sorry fucker, game over. And the funny thing is after I beat this game, I had 7 lives. That's almost 1 life every 3 stages, and I can barely get past each stage without dying at least once. I had to use an infinite lives code just to get through the goddamn game. This version of Afterburner, however, isn't a lost cause. Yet again, it has responsive controls, it runs well, it also doesn't have too much flicker, and is overall just way better than the hilariously choppy and awful Master System version. I also really like the music. Although the soundtrack is better in the Japanese Sunsoft version with the DPCM samples and shit, I do really like the 8-bit rendition of the soundtrack compared to the 3000 FM and PCM channels in the arcade version. Also, might I mention, there's too little information on the screen. All you can see is you, the enemies, the radar. That's it. No hit counter, no score, no lives counter. Not even a fucking speedometer, which is kind of important when controlling speed in this game. There's also a fair bit of content removed. There's multiple songs that were removed, the jet flying behind you was removed, as well as all voice samples were completely removed. The balls in the intro sequence were also kind of removed. The joystick in the demos were removed, which never really made an appearance in any version. Also, there's nothing really to talk about here. This is an arcade game. It's one of the simplest of its time, yet so complex, complex graphically, but gameplay-wise, it is so fucking simple my dog could play it. So, would I recommend you get this? No. This is a pretty bad way to play Afterburner now with the existence of the Genesis, PC Engine, and 32X versions, as well as you can literally get the game working with MAME with mouse control, and boy oh boy is it fucking amazing that way. I'm a retarded hamster from hell, and ooh hey, a robe!